Hello students, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Chori Maths. I'll be continuing my JAMB Mathematics tutorials. This is the second part. I've done part 1 already that contains questions from number 1 to 15. So I'll continue with number 16. Now, in this question 16, we are told that a rectangular plot of land has a side of length of 38 meters and 52 meters. So clearly this is a rectangle. So we have the length to be equals to 52 meters. So we have the breadth to be equals to 38 meters. But it is said that it is corrected to the nearest meter. Then I say find the range of possible values of the area of the rectangle. Now what that means is that since it is being corrected to the nearest meter, it means that the length has a range that using the knowledge of your percentage error now, approximations. I think that's a topic in SS2 mathematics. This is going to be 52 plus minus 0.5. So it means that the L spans from 51.5 to 52.5. The same thing with the breadth. Breadth is going to be 38 plus minus 0.5. So the breadth spans from 50, sorry, not 50 again, spans from 37.5 to 38.5. So we have two limits here. We have the lower one and the upper one. Now picking the upper, okay, we are going to have area could be picking the upper, that is I'm picking picking the lower now. I'm picking 51.5 and 37.5. So 51.5 times 37.5, because length area of rectangle is length times breadth. Now this will give me 1931.25. okay, then another A, once I pick the upper side, I'm going to have 52.5 then times 38.5, and my answer will be 2021.25. okay, now combining it together, you see that my A could be greater or equals to 1931.25 and will be less than or equals to 2021.25. Now looking at it very well, you find out that my answer is A. Okay, so let's go to the second question. Now question 2. You see, before I continue, some of these questions can be very simple once you have calculator. Okay, but I'll teach you what it is. Now, like this question with calculator, you can get what you want. But since I'm not using calculator here, then let me show you what it will be. So question 17. Now, once you have this, remember your board mass. We are going to make use of board mass here. So what you should do is that you should express each one to ordinary form. So I have 16.54 times 10 raised to power minus 5. To ordinary form, this will be you have 0.000 then 1654. That is to ordinary form. I think this should be very simple for any JAMB candidate. All right, so if you have 6.76, this will be 0.1234567 zeros. Okay, because this is raised to power minus 8. Then I have my 676. Then the last is going to be 0.23. Now once you do that, you are going to have 0. We have 0, 0, 0, the 6 zeros. Then we have 2, 3. So basically you're going to have it, once you use your calculator, you're going to have it as 0.0001654 plus 0.0000023, which will be 3656100.0. Then we have minus 0.000. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have 6, 6. Now subtracting this, I'm going to have here will be 4, 9, then here will be 2, here is 2, 12. So here I'm going to have 6, then here we have 5, 5, 6, 1, 0, 0, 0.0. Now changing it to standard form, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 1.65564 times 10 raised to the power minus 4. Okay. Now, clearly, if you check from the options, it is being left to 3 significant figures. So it's going to be 1.66 times 10 raised to the power minus 4. So where do I have that? That should be A. Okay. So you have it. But please, if you have calculator, this question is too cheap, right? So you just use your calculator and get it. But, you know. So let's continue. Number 18. It says, find the value of t if the distance between point P, okay, so we have point P is minus 3, comma, minus 14. Then I have point Q to be t, comma, minus 5, okay? And we were told that the distance, that is PQ now, is equals to 9 units. Now, we need to understand, how can I find PQ? Distance between 2 points, okay, in coordinate geometry. PQ now will be square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Now, what will happen here is, let this one be my x1, y1, and this will be my x2, y2. So what we have here is that 9 is equals to all root of, then I will have my x2. My x2 is t. So I have t minus x1, which is going to be minus 3. Okay, then I have it all squared. Then plus y2. My y2 is minus 5, so I have minus 5. Then minus, we have minus 14 all squared. Okay, so this is 9 is going to be all root of t plus 3 all squared. Then here I'm going to have plus, we have minus 5 plus 14, okay, all squared. So here I have 9 is equals to all root of t plus 3 all squared. Then I have this will be 9, okay, so plus 9 squared. Now if you check, if you square both sides, this is going to be 81 is equals to t plus 3 all squared, then plus 81. Okay, and this should be t plus 3 all squared is equals to 0. That is 81 moving to the other side. Okay, so once we square both sides, we are going to see that t plus 3 is equals to 0. So t is equals to minus 3. And let's check. Okay, we have our answer as C. So C is our answer. Then let's go to number 19. Number 19 says, let asterisk and the other operation there be 2 binary operations such that, okay, we have such that A asterisk B is equals to A squared. I'm talking about number 19 now, so don't forget. Okay, A squared B. Then we have A operation B to be equals to 2A plus B. Now we are told that we should find this expression here. All right, so I will start. Minus 4 asterisk 2 will be minus 4 all squared times 2, and this should be equals to 32. Then the second one is 7 asterisk minus 1, which is 7 all squared times minus 1, which is minus 49. All right, so we are going to have 32. Now I'm replacing them now. Okay, the bracket 32, then we have minus 49, and this is going to be 2 into 32, then plus minus 49. So this is going to be 64 minus 49, which is equals to 15. So if we check, the option is there, and the option is D, which is 15. Then let's move to number 20 now. Okay, number 20 says we should evaluate. This is 0 to 1. We have 4x minus 6. Now there's a correction here. This is actually cube root of x squared, okay, dx. So we are going to integrate it from lower limit 0 to upper limit 1. Now this is definite integral, okay. So we start. Remember integration. If I'm to integrate x and dx, remember what we said is going to be x, then you have n plus 1 all over n plus 1 plus c. C is constant of integration, so take note of this because that is what I'm going to be using. So if I'm integrating 4x, this is going to be 4, then x 1 plus 1 occurs over 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? Then minus, I have 6. Recall that this particular expression, root of, okay, cube root of x squared. Cube root of x squared is actually x raised to power 2 over 3. So let's take note of this, all right? Because that is what I'm going to be using now. If I'm to integrate it, this is going to be x raised to power 2 over 3 plus 1 all over 2 over 3 plus 1. All right. Now, this is definite integral. So, definite integral, the constant of integration is going to cancel out. So, I will not just use it because it's going to cancel out. Now, having this, I'm going to have 2x squared minus, I have 6, then x raised to power 5 over 3, then all over 5 over 3. Now, this will be 2x squared minus, this is going to be 3 times 6x raised to power 5 over 3 all over 5. Now remember, the limit is from 0 to 1. Now, since we have variable x in this expression, we know that when we substitute x equals to 0, in substituting x is equals to 0, we will have 2 into 0 all squared minus 3 into 6. Then we have 0 all raised to power 5 over 3, then all over 5. Everything here is 0, so we don't have problem with that. But when we say x is equals to 1, we are going to have 2 into 1 all squared minus, we have 3, okay, into 6. Then we have 1 raised to power 5 over 3. Now all over 5. Now recall, anything raised to power, 1 raised to power anything is actually 1. So here is going to be 2 minus, we have 18 over 5. That is what we have. Now, by the time you subtract 2 minus 18 over 5, this you are going to have, the LCM is 5. So this is going to be 10 minus 18, okay, which is going to be minus 8 over 5. Now, looking at the options, because I'm actually solving this question, that is question 20, you find out that the answer is B, which is minus 8 over 5. So I've dealt with that. So let's go to number 21 now. Now the question says you should calculate the mean deviation of the first prime numbers. Now we need to know the expression for mean deviation, which is summation f, then absolute of x minus x bar all over summation f. Now we should take note of the fact that the x bar is the mean, so we have to calculate the mean. But before we get the mean, we must know what are the first 5 prime numbers. The first 5 prime numbers two. We have 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Okay. Now, once we have this, the mean, to find the mean is going to be the addition of all of them. Remember, this we have, I think it should be 28 because this is 5, 10, 17, then 28. Okay. And they are 5. So it means that the mean is going to be 28 over 5. And 28 over 5 will be 5.6. Now, since we have that, then let's go and find the deviations. Okay. Remember, we have our x to be 2. We have 3, we have 5, we have 7, we have 11. But remember, the total, they all appear 1 1, so frequency is 1 1. Just want to show you what is actually happening. So this, of course, total frequency is 5. Then for the deviation, x minus x bar, that should be 2 minus 5.6. I think it should be minus 3.6. Then 3 minus 5.6 is minus 2.6. Then 5 minus 5.6 is minus 0.6. And 7 minus 5.6, I think it should be 1.4. Okay. Then the last is 11 minus 5.6, which will be 5.4. So I've gotten that. Now remember, we need the absolute value because the formula is absolute value. So x minus x bar, okay, absolute, of course, it means the positive value. So this is going to be 3.6, 2.6, 0.6, 1.4, then 5.4. There is no need of saying f into because the f is 1111 each. So let's just add it. Let's just sum it. Summing it, you are going to get 13.6. Now, to get the mean deviation will be 13.6 all over 5. And 13.6 all over 5 will give us 2.72. So if you check, the answer is the option A. Now, please listen. I'm taking my time to explain this, but in a real sense, once you're in the examination hall, there are shorter ways of doing these things, but I need you to understand so that you can shorten the steps yourself. Okay, that is why I'm going this far, okay, to show you what is happening. So question 22, I think this should be the simplest question here. The condition for commutativity actually is A without doing anything. That's the condition for commutativity is A. So we'll move to question 23. Question 23 is under set. Now, I will just draw the Venn diagram to show you, but absolutely you can solve this question without even drawing the diagram. But let me just show you. In this, we are told that the universal set is 500 because that is the total number of people. So let's take note of that. Universal set is 500. Now, I'm going to have my 500 house. So that is number of universal set. I have my 500. Now, I have two things here. We have people that are speaking Hausa and people that speak French, okay? So let me have my subset like this, okay? Now, people that speak both, we don't know them. Let's say they are X. Now, people that speak, let this one be Hausa and this one be French. People that speak Hausa alone should be 350 minus X. Then people that speak French alone should be 400 minus X. Now, since you have this, if you add everything, it's supposed to give you 500. So you have 350 plus, 350 minus x plus 400 minus x is equals to 500. Now, these two cancel out. So you have 750 minus x is equals to 500. Okay, let me write it well. It's equals to 500. So that minus x will be 500 minus 750 minus x is equals to minus 250. So x is equals to 250. So absolutely, you can actually solve this question without going to this length. But of course, this is a tutorial, so I have to show you what it is. Good. So I have my answer to be C. Then let's move to the next question 24. Now question 24 says we should find the area to the nearest centimeters of the triangle whose sides are in this. Now the best thing to do is find the sides. Okay, now the ratio is 2:3:4. So when you add it, 2 plus 3 plus 4, that should give you 9. So the first one, which is having a ratio of 2, that is the first side now. Remember, we are told that the perimeter is 180. So the first side will be 2/9 times 180. And this should give you 40. Now for the second side, okay, will be 3/9 times 180. And this should give me 60. And of course, you know the last one must be 80. Okay. But let me just show you the third side is going to be 4/9 times 180, which will be 80. Now, but recall, you see this question is a triangle that 3 sides are being given. And how do you find the area of a triangle given 3 sides? You use Heron's formula, which states that the area is equals to A is, that is A standing for the area, is equals to the root of S into S minus A into S minus B, then into S minus C. Now ABC actually represents the sides 40, 60, 80, but we need to get what is S. You need to know what S is. Now S is A plus B plus C over 2, which will be 180 over 2, which is 90. So therefore my A will be, I'm going to have all root of, we have 90 into 90 minus 40, then into 90 minus 60, then into 90 minus 80. So A will be all root of 90 times 50 times 30 times 10. Now having this and using your calculator, you end up with area of, if you multiply all of them, is going to be 135 0. How many zeros now? I think 4 zeros. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so by the time you find the square root, you are going to have 1161.9. But what did they say to the nearest what? Okay, all right, now if you check this opposite to the nearest whole number, okay, so this should be A. So my answer is A, which will be 1162. All right, so we are done with that. Then let's go to number 25. Number 25 is a question under application of integration or integral calculus. Okay, now first they say determine the area of the region bounded by y is equals to 2x squared plus 10 and y is equals to 4x plus 16. Now first, this is we need to find the lower and upper limit. So what we are going to do to find the lower and upper limit is, we know that y is equals to 2x squared plus 10, and we also know that y is equals to 4x plus 16. So this will now tell us that 2x squared plus 10 is equals to 4x plus 16. Rearranging it, you have 2x squared plus 10 minus 4x minus 16 is equals to 0. So I have 2x squared and I have minus 4x minus 6 is equals to 0. Now, if you decide to reduce it, you are going to have x squared minus 2x, then minus 3 is equals to 0. factorizing it and solving it completely, you end up having your x to be equals to 3 and your x to be equals to -1. So these are the upper and lower limits. Now, for you to find the area under the curve, this is going to be from 1 to 3, but we are going to actually integrate this. All right. Now, how do you do that? You are going to pick this. This is what you are going to integrate. Please take note. Don't go and integrate the reduced one. So this will now be -1 to 3 of 2x squared minus 4x minus 6, okay, dx. Now, having this, to integrate, I've showed you how to integrate from the beginning. So this will be 2x raised to the power 3 all over 3, then minus 4x squared over 2, then I have minus 6x. I've integrated already, but remember this is going to be from -1 to 3. Now, remember this is a definite integral problem, so I don't want to bring in the constant of integration because it will still cancel out. So put in when x equals to 3, I'm going to have 3 into raised to the power 3 over 3. Then I have -4. Then I have 3 all squared, of course, over 2. Then -6, I have 3. All right. Now you can see that I can even actually reduce before even substituting this. But all the same is still okay. So 3 here, 1, 3 into this is 27, that is 9. 9 times 2, we have 18. Then if you check here is 1, here is 2. 2 times 9 is -18. Then of course we have -18. So the answer here is -18 when x is equals to when x equals to 3. Now when x equals to -1, of course you are going to have 2 over 3 into -1 all cube. Then I have this is going to be -2 anyway if I reduce it, okay? Here 1, here 2. So it's going to be -1 all squared. Then we have -6, then we have -1 like this. So this is going to be -2 over 3. Then I have a -2. Then here we have +6. This is what I have. So working this by finding the LCM. The LCM is 3. So this is going to be -2. Then I have -6. Then plus, I'm going to have +8. Yeah, +18. Now this is going to be 10 over 3. Now upper and lower. So what we are going to do now is to pick -18, then -10 over 3. This -18 is from when x is equals to 3, that is for the upper limit, and this 10 over 3 is for the lower limit. So the same thing, having the LCM, this is 3, this is going to be -54, then -10. So it's going to be -64 over 10 over 3, sorry. Now, but listen, you can't have a negative area, so we talk about the absolute value. So the answer is 64 over 3. So we go straight to the options, and we can see that our option is option D, which is 64 over 3. So students, thank you so much. This is the part 2 of the solutions. I have 10 questions. Then I will be doing the part 3 in few days to come. So please make sure you subscribe and make sure you continue to follow Theory Maths for very important math videos, and it will help you in preparation for your JAMB exams. So thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe.